I guess I made a video New Year's and it got mixed reviews. Mainly the ones who know me had good reviews, and the ones that don't know me so well don't really know what I'm trying to do. So I'm here now. My goal is to listen to what you guys have to say, take a couple questions, and hopefully the dialogue between us will make things a lot clearer for you guys. So, anybody want to start it off?
Hello, Jet the Default. Marshall Lamb from the Detroit Free Press.
Marshall from the Detroit Free Press. All right.
Of course.
Yeah.
How would you describe who you are today without referencing your past or your resume?
Without referencing my past and my resume, I would say that I'm ambitious. I am an introvert, but I love people. But I'm very focused. I figured I know what I want to do right now, and this level of clarity is something that I haven't had in a long time. So that's what I am right now, as of this moment, without using any of my past experiences or titles or anything like that. I am present, and in some ways, I feel like I'm omnipresent. Like I'm here in different uh, in different ways. I'm at this place that I am. So thank you for that question, Marshall. Who was that? Marshall M from Detroit Free Press. All right. Um, any other question? I mean, anybody else?
What's happening, Jet the Default?
What's happening?
I go by the name Kendrick L. And I am with the Los Angeles Times.
Los Angeles Times. That's crazy.
My inquiry for you today is this. Why the name JetLion? And what does it represent that words alone can't explain?
I mean, the word JetLion is of course two words, Jet and Lion. The short of it is I was called Jet. My first duty station when I was in Korea, the Korean soldiers called me Jet, and it kind of stuck with me. I've always been a very big fan of Lions. I'm from Detroit, so you know the football team that I loved the most was the Detroit Lions, and I think through that love I discovered that I love the actual animal lion. What made me keep it to the point where I made it my brand is that both of them have a silent presence about them that really gives off power, and it allows them to live the life that not a plane is a jet is not a life, but it allows them to get respect without having to do too much. They both have their own positions in life, but if you see a plane that's still, you still respect that plane, and if you see a lion just laying there in the meadows, you still respect that lion. So quiet power, like I said, introvert. So to me, I carry a power like that, just walking around, not really trying to intimidate anyone, but just giving off a vibe of, I'm here for you, but other than that, if things um, are not kosher with us, then, we can agree to disagree and, still be able to coexist. And another thing I want to add to that is that, Jet is a reminder of how time flies, you know. And I would say that Lion is the patience of being in the present. So even though time goes very fast, you have to be patient, and that patience will allow you to do whatever it is that you set your mind to do. So JetLion is all of those things and more. Um, but I mean, I expressively, did a lot of answering for this question. JetLionApp.com. That's JetLionapp.com. Go check it out. That's all my statements, my apparel that I feel very, very happy about, and I want to give it to the world, to you guys. Check it out, man. Thank you for the question. I hope I answered it to the best of my ability. Sorry, any other questions?
What it do, Jet the default?
What it do? That's that. That sound like Texas. It's Houston or something.
Period.
Okay, yeah. How you doing?
You talking with Megan P. with the Houston Chronicle.
Okay, Houston Chronicle, Megan P. How you doing?
My question for you is, what problem does JetLion TV exist to solve for the viewer?
All right, so when I watch social media or anything, it's for comfort, it's to know that it's somebody out there, something like myself, or a part of myself can relate to who I'm looking at, and through that I get comfort. I get a sense of belonging. Some of them make my day, or what I see, and so I want to bring that to my channel. I want the people like myself to come on my channel and be able to find comfort, and if all else works out, then they'll be able to, it'll make their day, and they'll be able to go about their day and feel, a little better if they having a bad day, and better if they having a good day. So I want all of those things to be a part of what I'm doing, and I'm somebody that started from the bottom. I don't really know too much about this world, but I'm ambitious, and I want people to root for the underdog. Just watch me progress. Watch me grow. Watch me start to mold into my own. I think it'll be good for the people to see somebody like me before I become who I am going to become. So, yeah. Thank you for that question. I think that question helped me a lot more than it helped you. Anybody else?
What's up, Jet the D Block?
Wow. D Block is default.
I'm LeBron J with the Plain Dealer.
What's the plain view? Where's that from?
Cleveland.
Okay.
No lies.
I believe, man. What's going on?
What's the connect between sports, entertainment, movement, and mindset? Why put them together?
Okay. Why put sports, mindset, um, I guess I mean they what you're asking me pretty much is why am I deciding to do music and sports and mindset? Um People I had a couple people ask me that. They don't think that it's smart for me to go in all of these different lanes and, not have any consistency. And, I did my research and I know that, YouTube they wait to see exactly what market you're going to be servicing. So if you stay consistent on one thing, they'll be able to find a market for you quicker than if you all over the place. But this is what I want to do. I want to be all over the place. I want to be a brand of my own. Not having to have the perimeters of being a sports person or being a music person or being a entertainment person or being somebody you can get some good nuggets from uh educational. I think that's the like I'm who I want to see when I look at these programs or when I look at these channels. I want to see somebody that encompasses being a human being, everything that comes with it. You know, it's a couple people out there that I look up to because of that, because they bring so much variety. It's you can see a whole person instead of that person just being a one trick pony. Which is good. That that when you go there, you're getting one thing. And we need that. We need that as well. But a lot of people, like myself, that's introverts and they don't really have necessarily physical friends and people that they kick it with. Like I think it'll be nice to have somebody that you can see every area and what they doing and how they feeling, and if you get to know that person like myself, then you growing into like being a real friend to that person. So yeah, I mean, I think everything that I want to do can work out for the good if it's packaged correctly, and that's what I plan on doing. So, yeah, I mean, thank you for that question, because I know there's a lot of people that wanted to ask that question. Y'all really good at your job. Okay. I think I take a couple more questions.
Hello, Jet the Corvette. My name is Janet from the Daily Planet.
Janet from the Daily Planet. Yeah, right. All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, we are located.
Where y'all located?
How much wood could a woodchuck cut?
Is this a
If a
question?
woodchuck could chuck wood,
Is that a question? Get out of here. How much wood could? Okay, so y'all threw a curveball. Ha ha. He ha ha. How much wood? I'm gonna go ahead and answer that just because I'm. I want you to know that I'm not gonna easily be routed up here. So, how much wood could a woodchuck cut if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I reckon to say that a woodchuck could cut as much wood as a woodchuck could if said woodchuck could chuck wood. Yeah. How about that? Go ahead and tell your people that one. Yeah, next time you ask a question, don't think I ain't gonna answer it. That was nice though. Thank y'all. I needed a little break from the intensity of this press conference. Anybody else? I think this is the last one.
Hey,
Hey.
this is Freeloader for Life 101 from Tampa Bay, Florida.
Okay, Freeloader for Life.
I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you.
What's your process when doubt shows up before it turns into hesitation?
What's my process before doubt turns into hesitation? I have to answer this question because your name must mean something. Freeloader for Life. 101. So that's a very, very thin line, isn't it? You know, hesitation can take over once you thinking too much. If you're thinking too much and you call yourself making a plan without putting it on paper and you're going through it, that's not the way to get things done. Hesitation is the lack of getting things done. So you have to make it real. You have to make it real by writing it down, by making small applications towards that goal, to the the way that the things that you're thinking about doing. You have to start making like actionable strides to make it happen. So I would say if whatever you want to do, whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're going to the gym or whether you want to finish a book or you want to start a new job venture, you have to start doing something small. Whatever you can do, whatever is within your power, whatever is within your financial bubble. If you don't have a financial cushion or whatever, do things that you can do. If you don't have enough money to get a gym membership, do a couple push-ups, do a couple sit-ups. If you want to read a book and you having a problem like with the words or whatever, make sure when you're reading you have your Google next to you, so you can understand those words. And don't try to read the whole book at once. Read 2 pages a day. Read obtainable things. Make obtainable strides. Small equals big. One of my favorite sayings is the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. You can't do anything major all at once. Patience is a must when you're doing it, and application is a must. So that's what I would recommend, and that's what I use for myself. I will make sure I do something every day, even if it's very small, towards the goals that I have and I want to accomplish, and I will accomplish. That was a good question. Thank you for that. I said that was the last one, but I'll go ahead and do one more. One time for the one time. Anybody else that have one? Y'all been pretty good about everybody. One person raised their hand and they let that person. That's good. Anybody?
Aloha, Jet.
Aloha.
I'm crashing for your love 808 from Honolulu.
Oh my God! Nice to meet you.
Same cousin.
All right, cousin. Yeah. What's going on?
If someone is watching this years from now, what should they understand about why you started now?
Why I started now, years from now. Why do anybody start anything? I mean, I'm where I want to be to start this. Either I hesitated and I got here late, so to speak, or I'm before my time and I want to start before I reach an age where it's not possible, which is death to me, but an age where, just it's harder to obtain. So I will hope years from now I will look at this like he actually started and kept his foot on the gas. I look at things that I've done in my past, that I've accomplished, and those things, I could say the things that I did accomplish, because I failed a bunch of times, but the things that I did accomplish through failure and able to look back at, I say he didn't quit. I'm glad that I had an experience where I went through something and came out, a new man, a new person, because that's what it's all about. I know this not gonna be easy. It wasn't easy for anybody who tried this. You gotta have heart. You gotta have resilience. You can't listen to the naysayers. You gotta put everything in it. It's gonna be tough. Obstacles outside of just the people, but yourself, your doubt, your when you have your lazy spells and stuff like that, you got to get through all of that stuff. But I've done things in my life where those were factors, and I came out a new person and came out stronger on the other side. So I know that what I'm doing will eventually take me to that place where I'll be a stronger person for it, and I'll be a new, an improved version of myself. And I look forward to that. And I look forward to the people that I'll touch as a result of all of that. A lot of things that I've done, they were self-accomplishments. Even though people say, good job, I think this was one of the one things that I'm going to do that's not only going to impact myself, but impact others worldwide. So let's go. I'm excited. That was a good ending to this. Thank you for that question. Yeah, JetLion is here. JetLion TV will be a household name, and that's what you do. Make sure you say it until it's concrete, until there's no doubt. Thank y'all for having me. I'm out of here.